What is the...
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in attendance, and to those watching from all around the world, it is my distinct pleasure and privilege to welcome you once more to the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel in the beautiful city of Hollywood, Florida. For Unconquered, presented by Action Fight League and sanctioned by UMAF. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 feet, 10 inches tall, weighing in at 149.2 pounds, fighting out of American Top Team Aventura by way of Sunny Isles, Florida. Making his debut in the ring, Danylo Znaieshev. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 145.6 pounds, fighting out of Combat Dough by way of Princeton, Illinois, sporting a record of 2 wins and 1 loss, Anthony Maciczak. Your judges for this 145-pound kickboxing matchup are Elian Rodriguez, Rico Brockington, and Lou Martinez. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and your official for this bout is Dr. Denise Jacobs. Let's get down to business.
Znaieshev is out of Ukraine, Don, out of Zaporizhia. That's one of the combat zones. Also spends a lot of time in Kiev in Ukraine. Slava Ukraini, and we give our prayers to Ukraine after this horrible invasion. And he's fighting for his country, obviously. And Maciczak gave him 100% love, too, being from Poland. So these guys have a ton of respect and brotherly love, both being Eastern Europeans. Should be a good one.
Well, you know, I can't say I had brotherly love for my opponents, but I'd have nothing against them. And I think these two guys are going to fight as hard as anybody you've seen in here fight. Maybe harder.
No question about it. Yeah, that when that bell rings, you're there to win.
Correct.
But I do think you have a different mood and I think things change in ways you and I can only imagine when your country has been invaded. You know, and you're the country right next to it. You're Poland.
Well, luckily, we don't have a Russian fighting him.
I know, right?
Because that would be, I don't know if it's politically correct or what.
One of the corner posts came off. The red corner post popped off, so we'll take a quick timeout. Dr. Denise Jacobs doing a good job stopping the action. Time back in on the clock with 50 seconds to go. Close first round. I like how both of these lightweights take the center of the ring. They're both trying to own the center of the ring, like you were talking about very early on. You don't want to be up against those ropes.
No, because I always like the choice to go backwards, sideways, to the right or to the left. I want all 3 directions, or even forward. I want to be able to counter guys. So I don't want to be trapped on those ropes. This looks pretty close. Nobody's really landing. They're throwing a lot of good stuff, but nothing's landing clean on either one of them.
Maciczak has the experience, Don. He's 2-1, and this is Danylo's debut. Znaieshev. I used to do a fight in Lviv, Ukraine, and all of the names end with Z's and Y's and V's, and you're like, you got to really work. You got to work to get it, man.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah. Here's action from the opener. Very close first round. 90% of the action in the center of the ring, right where their coaches wanted it to be.
Anthony was coming forward the whole fight, but I don't know what that's going to. Judges have different opinions about how much credence they give just being the aggressor. But it looked pretty close. Nobody got hurt either way. But Anthony was the one. Anthony in the red corner was the one coming forward. So maybe he took that round.
Anthony Maciczak wants to give a shout out to the Princeton firefighters. Princeton, Illinois. What's up, you guys? He knows you're streaming right now. He's trying to win this one for you guys. Maciczak is in the red and black trunks with the red gloves. Nice head kick from Danylo. Clubbing right hand from Maciczak. Followed up by a
Good body
digging.
shot. That hurt. Those hurt.
Oh!
Good
Best,
left hook, too. He landed that big left hook.
best punch of the fight.
Yeah. That hurt Anthony.
Yeah, I think Danylo's starting to feel it. It looks like the tank is running a little low on gas. He's trying, though. He's game. "30 seconds to go in round number 2.
Anthony is relentless. Look at him. He doesn't go backwards. He just keeps going forward.
He senses it.
Yeah, he stays on him. But, sometimes you open yourself for a counter. You better be careful.
Oh, he is putting it on him.
Yeah, Danylo is looking very fatigued. Look how low his hands are. They're nowhere near his chin. I tell people keep your hands near your chin. Look at that. Let jab hit him right in the face.
Jab on the bell. It was a legit jab. Action from round number 2. Clearly a Maciczak round.
One. Yeah, you have to give that to red corner.
There was a look where Danylo was draped over the top rope like a Raggedy Andy, and that's a bad look for the judges. There's that stiff left. There's several stiff lefts that got through from Maciczak. This right here, Don, he looked really limp.
Looked like he was almost going to go down.
Yep. Third and final round, here we go. Maciczak in the red, Danylo in the blue.
I just saw him sneak Danylo sneak a little knee in there, and I didn't even know they haven't thrown knees the whole fight, and all of a sudden he got a knee in. I think he should be using more of those.
Had another corner post malfunction. This time it was in the blue corner. And time is back in on the clock at 1:36.
Oh, another knee.
Ah, that was a nice
Those
knee.
knees, yeah, they're tough. But he just started throwing them this round. Another one. It's like he saved them up. He's thrown like 6 knees. Oh, nice sneaking in those right hands, those counter right hands. Because Anthony's still coming forward, but he is being hit.
So far, a better look for Danylo for sure.
Yeah, he landed a few things, the knees, and it's straight right hands. But it looks like I'm telling you, this Anthony is gutsy. He keeps coming forward. You know, they got to get this glitch taken care of. You can't have the corner post falling down all the time.
Oh, he wanted that one. Overhand right.
Oh,
I agree with you, Don Wilson, about the knees. Can you imagine if Danylo had let those knees go like that in the first and second round?
So far as I saw, he didn't throw a single one, but he has thrown plenty of them in this round.
How much closer would this fight be if he had just done that one thing?
Oh, now he's trying to knock out. He's turning the tables. He's trying to knock out Danylo.
He's tired. That last combo took everything he had. He sure is game, though.
Yeah.
It's a good fight. Really good fight.
Oh, he's tired. He's tired.
I thought time was out of the clock. There it is.
No, they were still fighting, but he just, you know what? I've seen it happen twice in this fight or tonight with amateurs, but they just stop on their own. It's like they must be watching too much UFC because they're like calling a timeout. There's no timeouts in the kickboxing. You fight until you're unconscious. That's the rule.
Here's the knees. Yep.
And they were effective. But Anthony is relentless. He just keeps coming. He keeps coming. Well, if I was a betting man, which I used to be a betting man, I used to gamble, but if I was, I think I'm going to give it to Anthony. I think he was the aggressor. And there were some great knees, though, in that last round, but I don't know how the judges would score knee. I don't know what they would do. I'm thinking usually the aggressor judges lean towards them.
Our judges tonight, Elian Rodriguez, Rico Brockington, Lou Martinez, and Dr. Denise Jacobs. They have had their work cut out for them tonight.
Yep. But I mentioned at the very beginning before the fight started that I was told these fights are evenly matched. And I guess they weren't bluffing.
And at the conclusion of 3 rounds, we go to the judges' table that score the fight 29-27, 29-27, and yes, you guessed it, 29-27 for the winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner, Anthony Maciczak.
Okay, Jay, I can be a judge. I got one right. Finally.